Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, we are going to go ahead get started. Just give us a minute while we are waiting for others. Welcome, everyone. I am Mushibuyan. I am a founder of a nonprofit organization named Urban Food Alliance. I know some of you or many of you may not know me, but just to make things easier that I'm not repeating stuff. What I'll just show you our website, and then from the website you can learn more about me. But high level, I have over 30 years of IT experience and IT finance and finance side and technology side. I started my life as a programmer. I just moved on many different roles, working from COBOL, JCL, mainframe. Windows was not born, and then when I started coding. So today is those who's joined the industry recently or becoming thinking to become software engineer. You guys are so lucky how good it is. And throughout the demo, you're going to see that. But no, if you see my desktop, do you see my desktop?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, awesome. So when you go to our website, if those who is new to us, that Urban Food Alliance, or you can also type it AIUFA. UFA stands for Urban Food Alliance. AIUFA.org, our website. When you come here, you're going to see that our story, I believe. But here on the website, once you go there, you'll see. But a few things is that today, what Sajeda is going to be doing, just giving a gist of Microsoft Copilot Studio Agent Maker August 26th. So we have a batch coming up. This is a Microsoft curriculum. So, it's a 14 module that, so all the details we'll share later on. But what you are about to see that in the demo, what she's going to be doing, that not everything she'll be able to cover from A to Z. And also you'll see that throughout the demo that she's going to be showing first quick demo, and then she'll show you how to create that agent with Copilot without writing any code. So if you have questions, please type it in the chat. We'll be checking. So while that happens, now go ahead, Sajida. I want to introduce you guys. Those who doesn't know, she's a MCT, Microsoft Certified Trainer. MCT stands for and MVP. Not many, very many people knows MVP. MVP is stand for on Microsoft Most Valuable Professional. This
Yes.
is the very highly industry regular. The recognition, you don't get it. And Sajata is from Canada. Canada doesn't in her and the Toronto
Domain. I
entire
am the only female
Toronto
person.
only female in the Canada areas. Okay, so go ahead, Sajata. Floor is yours.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to this session, and thank you again for joining this session. Before going to the session, let me share a few things about me. I am Sajeda Sultana. I am Microsoft certified last 2 years, and now I am Microsoft MVP. Mushi already explained about MVP. So this very award provides by Microsoft to those people who has the good technical expertise on the specific product. So in my cases, it's a Copilot Studio. And also, I have more than 7 years of experience on Microsoft ecosystem, especially on the Power Platform, Dynamics 365, and Azure. And heavily, I am working on the Copilot Studio and the Copilot. So let me share my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
So today's session title is Become a Copilot Powered User. That means I will show you how Copilot can make your life easy, and then I will show the hands-on demo how we can make the first agent. So before going to the demo, we need to know some of the fundamental things. I know learning the theory things is little bit boring, but we need to know about the fundamental things. Otherwise, it's really difficult to make the agent. So first things, what is the Copilot agent? So think of Copilot agent as a digital teammate. That means imagine bring one new employee in your organization. So when you have a new employee, that means you have to provide some of the guidelines about the organization, right? You have to provide some of the instruction, what they need to do on the daily basis, and also you have to provide the some of the rules they need to avoid. So imagine these kind of things you have to provide when you will make the Copilot agent. Okay, now the confusing question. What is the difference between the Copilot versus the creating an agent, the Copilot? The Copilot, what is the difference between these two things?
Copilot is used for research purpose, for brainstorming, for asking question and answer, mainly communication, instant and also at deep level. An agent is where we are doing some specific task and we want to
Yes,
do that task repeatedly. So we
yes,
create some agent so it can give us the reports, for example, on weekly basis from the data we provide each week, which is the updated data. That's what I understand.
yeah. Not only the weekly basis, you are right, but we can make the agent for event driven. We can make the agent based on the user jet. Let me share my screen again. So the difference between the Copilot versus the Copilot agent is, imagine the Copilot like a chat GPT. If you ask any question as a user, it will give you the answer back and forth, right? But the Copilot agent is something that you can make for the specific purpose. You can add the instruction, and when you will ask the similar type of question, it will give you the similar response. Now you can ask me one question. Now in every AI assistant, it has the by default capabilities. You can write the question, it will give you the answer. Every day you can use the same chat. But there is some limitation. So what is the limitation? Every AI model has token limitation, content length limitation. That means if you ask the similar question every day in one time, it will exceed the length, it will exceed the limitation. Then it start to give you the wrong response, it will start to hallucinate. So it's not the good things. So in that cases, you can make the agent with a purpose, then you can add the instruction, you can use it in a daily basis. That is the Copilot agent. Okay, now the question is where the agents are useful. So it's a broader question. I just highlighted some of the use cases. It's a very useful. Repeatedly, people are doing the similar things, and we can solve those kind of problem by using the agent. You can make the agent for answering the repeated policy and the question. You can make the agent for preparing the notes and summaries. Let me share with you one story that I do for my organization. I am working with the UFA. So UFA has services for the volunteers. So every day I get a lot of email, I get a lot of phone call just to they're asking, the people are asking about the volunteering things, duration of the volunteer, how they can start the volunteering, and how much time they need to contribute, this kind of thing. So it's a very repeated question and a very similar question. So what I did, I just noted down all the question and answer. I made one doc file, then I made one agent. So every time when I get any email, I just take a screenshot, ask the agent, what should I write? Agent make my email response. Then we all are know agent can generate the wrong response, right? So before sending to any other person or before on the live, make sure as a human you review it and then you can send it. So I do the same things. I review it, then I send to the email to the other users. Okay. So now pick a good first use case. That means think about your daily work, what you do in a daily basis. If it's repeated work, then you can think to make an agent. The sequence is on problem. Imagine you have on problem that is repeated, and one audience means you, and one clear purpose. when you will make any agent, you have to think about the purpose. What is the main purpose for making this agent? Then I already mentioned the similar odd repeatable question. And let's say I want to make an agent that gives the volunteers for the onboarding. So volunteers is the audience and onboarding is the purpose. So we can make, for solving this problem, we can make the agent. Let me show you one product, the live demo, so that you can get some idea. Can you see my browser? I have opened the
Yes, we can see it.
I made one MVP journey course. Why I made this? Because after getting the Microsoft MVP award, I get a lot of questions. So people are asking how I can become the MVP, what is the requirement, or what I need to do. I don't know the domain, this kind of question. So I thought, okay, I can make an agent, and when any user will ask the similar type of question, I can share this agent. They can ask any question. So today I get one question. Due to short time, I just noted down the question, and now I will just copy paste that question. Okay. So this is the question I got it in the morning time. So one person is asking, I'm a candidate who graduated in the biology recently, and I want to learn AI in the healthcare physical therapy. So can you please guide me how I can become MVP, or is it possible? So let me ask the similar question to my agent. Let's see what it does. Okay. So in the backend, I have added the instructions. If anyone asks any question related, please guide the user step by step. That's why it's showing the first step. You can become the P, and then phase by phase building the AI foundation. It will take 0 to 6 months, and then you have to learn the AI basics. And the phase two, the person needs to focus on the healthcare and the physical therapy. The duration is the 6 to 12 months. And the phase three is he needs to contribute on the community. This is the very special things, at least 1 year. And it's asking to write the blog, video, public speaking, build a project. So all the phases is just recommended for the user. And also it's asking some of the predefined question, because in the instruction I have added a line. If user asks any question you think it's confusing, or maybe you have some context limitation, you can ask the predefined question. So it's asking, I want to focus on the Azure AI. The user can ask the question, let's say create a 12-month MPP roadmap for me. So I'm asking this question. Now agent will help me to make the 12-month MVP roadmap. So for any kind of MVP question, they can use this agent. Let's go back to the slide. Okay, just one thing. Any question regarding this MVP agent, what I made here?
So it's not a question, just clarification. Many of you know that today, whatever job you are doing or industry, for example, here Sajeda mentioned that an agent just since many people ask Sajeda, and Sajeda is coaching and mentoring other people to how to take this journey, then she created the agent. But think of that, it's just agent, and then with same agent you can go throughout your class. You're going to later learn that as she shows you how she created it there without writing single line of code, right? And you can create your similar agent. And then would it be nice to have that agent that email me this information? That way somebody send a question, is go through it, and then agent say, okay, send the email. But before send the email out to the person, Sajida, that's what human come in. As a human, she can just say, verify it, yes, it did the right thing, or she can go back, show you that throughout the class, you can change some of those wording or do this next. That way, this whatever it used to take you, let's say something 20 minutes, now it's going to take it 2 minutes, right? Those type of thing, or 5 minutes maximum. All right, keep that in mind. That's why agent is so powerful that it saves your time. That's you have that digital worker, the digital concierge going to support you based on your type of job you're going to be doing, and automation going to happen. Okay, back to you, Sajala.
Okay. So now I will explain what are the basic building blocks for making the AI agent. So when you will make AI agent, think some of the steps. The first thing is the purpose. I already mentioned when you will make any agent, you have to keep in mind one purpose. What is the main purpose? Then when you know the purpose, that means what agent will do, that kind of instruction you have to input as an instruction. And then the things is the knowledge. So for the Copilot Studio, you can as a knowledge base public website, you can upload on the file, doc file. There is option to upload the SharePoint site and Microsoft Dataverse, different types of databases you can upload as a knowledge base. So the specific knowledge when you will upload, that means the agent will use this knowledge, not from the internet instruction. Don't use the information from the internet, only use my organizational knowledge base. So it will do the same things. Then the prompt. Let's say you opened one website and you see the one AI agent just popped up in front of you. So you don't know what type of question you need to ask. If you write some of the predefined prompt, predefined question, then the user will get some context. Okay, this kind of question maybe I can ask. So you have to write some of the prompts. And then the testing phase. After building the phase is the testing. So make sure when you will make the AI agent, you have to give the two types of test cases. Some of the test cases you have to use on the development phase, and some of the use cases you can use after deployment. Then you will get some experience, you will get some context. Okay, maybe this agent will give you the good response. And then the things is the refinement. I will describe in the next slide. Okay, so refinement means nowadays most of the AI agent fails just because of the refinement. Because when we make any AI agent, we just goes live, the agent goes live, that's done. No, that's not done. You have to find out the gaps. You have to see what is the customer expect. Do they get the good response or it's failing? You need to check everyday basis. Or you can make another and when the agent will fail, then you will get the notification. Or you can use the application insights in the Azure so that you can get the context, what is doing the agent. According to the user response, you can update the initial, add the knowledge, and again you can retest. Then your agent will give you the good response. So that things you need to keep in mind. Okay. So now when you will make any agent, you can make the agent in three different ways. One way you can use the template that is already built by the Microsoft. You can make it manually or you can write the prompt. But nowadays we are very lazy. We always think, okay, I will write the prompt and the agent will do everything. So when you will write the prompt, some of the things you have to keep in mind. The first things is the what problem are we solving? That means is the purpose. Who is the agent helping? This is the audience. And what should the agent do? You have to write the instruction, this kind of things agent should do. And then what should the agent avoid? I already mentioned if you have any website and you want to make an agent, then you can mention don't use the internet, don't use the internet knowledge, use my organization knowledge. So these kind of things you can write it to avoid those things. And what knowledge does it need? I already mentioned for the SharePoint, then some of the public website you can input on the Copilot Studio. This kind of knowledge base, you can also use the Copilot agent. And then the phase is the how will you know it works? That means it's a feedback. So now the good thing is Copilot Studio has its own capabilities for the customer feedback. You just need to enable it and then the customer response it will automatically store within the Microsoft Dataverse. But in these features, they just enabled this year. I started to work on the Copilot Studio from 2024. So when I made my first agent, I faced this kind of problem. So what I did, I just made one SharePoint list And then I integrated the SharePoint list with the agent. When it's unable to answer any question, it just stored those kind of question within the SharePoint. Then I again feed the knowledge base. I updated the instruction and the problem solved. So now you don't need to make anything custom. It's the built-in features. Okay, Mushi, you are mute.
Oh,
Do you
I'll
want
say
to?
let's start the creation of the agent.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I see that. Yep. I'm sure people are excited to see how did you make it, and then writing no single code. And it's getting recorded, so we'll become a liar if we write any code here. Okay?
Okay.
No code.
So for making the Copilot agent, you have to go the office.com, or you can type Microsoft365.cloud.microsoft. Then you will see this interface. So one thing, if you have the free license, you can enable only the chat option. Then you are not able to make the agent. So you have to take the premium license. You see my license is premium, and it's a co-work option. That is the another option. So this is the option for making the new agent. So I just clicked on it, new agent. Now it gives the 3 steps. I can skip it. I can make it manually, or I can select any type of template. For now, I want to make it by writing the prompt. So due to short time, I just prepared one prompt, is this one. So I want to make one agent that will help Copilot. So what I am asking here, I am asking to create the Microsoft Copilot Learning Assistant that helps the beginners learn how to use the Microsoft Copilot effectively. That means this is my main purpose. And now I'm giving some of the instruction. The agent should answer the question in the simple language, explain the Copilot features, provide the step-by-step instruction, and recommended useful learning resource from the Microsoft Learn. So this is my knowledge base, learn.microsoft.com. This is the Microsoft Learn portal website link, and this is the instructions. And now I'm also providing some of the instruction that it needs to maintain and some of the instruction that it should avoid. So use the Microsoft Learn as the main resource of information. Give the answer short and practical. And never make up information if the answer is not available. Tell the user and recommend the checking the Microsoft Learn. So this is the prompt I'm using here. Let's see what it does. I'm not writing any code. It's just a prompt. It will take few seconds. Okay. So now it just made one agent for the Copilot Learning course, because I already mentioned Copilot Learning Assistant. So just rename the name. And this is the short instruction what agent should do. And this is the instruction what agent will do and what agent will avoid. All the instructions, it's just writing here. And some of the interaction examples is provided. It's called the few shot prompting. That means it's provides some of the examples so that the agent can follow this instruction every time. And if you see in the down, it just added the website from the Microsoft that I have mentioned, learn.microsoft.com. So it just added as a knowledge base. And then within the slide, I mentioned the prompt. We need to write some prompts so that user gets some context what they need to ask. So this is the message, all the predefined message. So let me click on the create. So now it's creating the agent. Okay, so it's done. Let me access some question. I can ask the predefined, not this one. Maybe I can ask, what should I learn first? Should I learn first if I am new to Copilot? Since it's a Copilot training, that's why I'm asking what should I learn first if I am new to Copilot. So now it's give some instruction, the response, understand what the Copilot is, and then we need to learn how to write the prompt, the simple framework, goal, context, format, and the constraints, and learn the core use cases. So some of the things you will see, and every time it will show you some question, predefined question. You can click on this question if you think, okay, I need to know the question answer. Otherwise, you can type the question in here. So it's really easy, right? Making the event. You just need to write the prompt. That's it. Any question about the prompt or what I have made here?
Sorry, I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. How do a customer will use it? They have to go to the website or they have a certain custom client to ask these questions?
Okay, that's a good question. So right now I'm making the agent from it's called the Copilot agent. So this agent you can share only within your organization people. But if your use case is to share with the external user, then you have to make the agent within the Copilot Studio, our first bootcamp for making the agent maker.
To clarify, Zahid, what you said, Sajid, this one you can use internal in your company and people and do your regular tasks, that repeated tasks that you do. Most of you that come back, check your email from your manager or from a, if you work, let's say you work for help desk, there are ticket comes in, you get assigned, and you have to look into your email, what ticket came in your bucket, and then go in the system, update the ticket or read about it, what it is, and get based on the type of ticket, how to some of the structure are that if ticket is very small, what to do to solve the ticket, then solution also sitting there, right? Sometimes when we write a software, we said if you have these five type of user, your internal customer, let's say you have a website, somebody trying to buy some product, and then there's a it failed, this product could not add it in the basket. Then those who wrote the software, they'll say if basket empty product is quantity is zero, something did not get updated, hence means it's out of stock, right? So those scenario is usually software team gives you that this scenario happened, here is the answer, here's the answer. So then you do not have to go back and forth all the time. What is there? You can create a custom agent like what Sajida said to do your job. That way you're not looking email, going there because it's all pretty much the same thing you're doing over and over, right? This agent is going to help you to save the time. And then you use the time to do something else or some research that required for you to get better at doing your job, right? And the other thing was Sajeda was mentioning that when you make agent that external, that directly to customer, they want to say, I want to order this product, here is my budget, and with this budget, is it possible? What is my scenarios? And then instead of calling something, this agent can call other agent. Those are the things that you learn that in the that website actually as she's doing it, Sajada, if you can bring the website, hold on to it. Let me share that my website. That way you guys see. No, this is a home.
So, sorry to interrupt. So, in that case, this agent will have
Here.
access, will be able to authentic. Sorry.
Yeah, agent is going to have authentic. Yes, go ahead. Finish your thought. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, agent will have access to all of our data in Microsoft environment, right?
Yeah, this is all cloud. Remember, cloud. The Copilot is cloud-based solution. Environment is like when you have Microsoft something they call tenant. They give you a tenant, you have access to your data. Microsoft engineer doesn't have access to any of this stuff. Yes, this information stays within Microsoft cloud, but then in your cloud, you have access. Microsoft has no access the moment they set it up. Okay?
Got it, understood. Thank you.
Yeah, at the end, it's your own private data, your email, your people work in your company. But what Sajida about to say with Copilot Studio that these 4 weeks that the program you have, you see the week one, week two, week one that we have that each week, Monday, Wednesday, I think the details that we have a program that's set up that you learn Copilot Studio. I believe the timing is around Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or here is the 6 till 7 p.m. And then class 1, class 2, class 3 is the introduction copilot, conversation and generator. These are all Microsoft curriculum. Okay. Typically that Microsoft curriculum, because we are non-profit, we are able to just get all of you just heavily discounted. It's a $6,000 program, but we are just saying first 10, I think when it says first 10 people, that when he just announced that is going to be 100. After second 10 is going to be 200. After that is going to be 300. It's going to keep going. So here is the website, you can see it, but it's going to be always like at the end, this is the first time we are offering this price. And I just want to make sure that some of you that said, hey, I don't have time for it. How do I get it? Or I need a job. How do I get into the career like this to get involved? Know that Microsoft's that changing Copilot so much that since March they came up with a new way that Microsoft work, Microsoft the Copilot work, and then co-work that and Copilot workflows. So things what you said, your own data, you have your own process, how to serve a customer, how to create a product, how to enhance the product, how to make sure you constantly that fix there are areas of this product or services in operation time, operation in delivery or logistic that gets always reflected through those flows. Inside the flow means one step, this step, what you do, right? The those thing is going to be covered here. See,
I'm
sometimes you
sorry. May I interrupt you, Mushi, for a quick second? I see that on the display right now, it's saying your 4-week agent maker. Is that what you're talking about for $100?
what is it?
If you see the screen, it's talking about your 4-week journey. So
Yes,
is that what
4 week
the
journey
price
is
is,
that
$100?
yeah, it's all 4 weeks. It's not only one. Entire every complete program we are giving $100 now. It's a like we said, it's like 6,000 Microsoft program.
Uh-huh.
Just because we non-profit one time we get this, okay? It's not going to be again in future ever this. Just we want more people get this as 14 of those module, okay? All
Okay,
of this 100.
are you able to provide the link or is that the
What
link
do you
already in
mean?
the chat?
What's the provide is already on the website on our yeah
I already shared also in the
is a
chat.
she also shared also in there. Is
Okay,
if you go
got
Urban Food Alliance website, right there, and on there there's register first. Once it does, system has the next four is going to be okay. This first four is gone, then next one is going to be 200. So it's increment every 10, it increment 100. Okay, so we just want to
Sulaiman,
make sure.
for question, how would I
Mhm.
know I am on the first 10 and first 100, whatever the case
Just
may
be
be?
because behind the scene that like we have some system in there is going to say hey you missed it, but our goal is not how do you know, just when you click on it you'll see that by default some people have done because we said make a donation, it puts a $10. We are not, you'll see that we are not forcing, we have had some people put a $10 there. That's how come. So look, we said $100, and then system we have another agent behind the scene, it goes oh yeah, it's already you have more 10. We did not do 100% automation here. So right? So
Okay, so it
so
needs a
by the
human
time the other
interference.
agent is catching up and then you already donated your $100, we are not going to now donate 200.
Now I
Okay?
was waiting for a response from your system from last week.
No, but yeah, I just wanted to, just whole idea is not this because
Okay.
you know that when you put little money that you are going to have, oh, you know what? I paid money. I better show up, right?
Oh, that's
In the
true.
class,
I
right?
agree with that. But
Yeah.
just as having a acknowledgement from the system, that's also important.
Yes, it's kind of what happened. There is another agent that we talked about earlier with Sajeda. Let's make sure this agent kicks in this time. So you guys going to see that tomorrow it will be different. Somebody coming
Okay.
in because that agent is now we have one agent does this, another agent does it, another agent does it. As
I'll
we are
wait for
also
tomorrow,
doing,
inshallah.
so we are going to have yes connect all of them. But
Okay.
yes, okay.
Thank you, brother.
Then you Sajeda, you have something else to share, right?
Yes, I just want
Yeah.
to show very high
Oh,
level what
okay.
we are going to cover in our next bootcamp.
Okay.
Share my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, so now I want to share very high level what we are going to cover in our next bootcamp. Actually, our objective is not only to learn the theory things, we want to understand how to test and manage the intelligent agent that can solve the real business problem. So we have organized the full bootcamp in 14 modules, starting from the fundamental, then we will gradually moving towards the advanced topics such as the autonomous agent, multi-agent architecture, agent-to-agent communication, and the enterprise integration. So the first module, I will cover very basic things about the Power Platform and the Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio is one sub-module within the Power. It was the Power Virtual Agent. Microsoft renamed it as Microsoft Copilot Studio. And then the module, I will cover what is topics, how we can configure the topics within the Copilot Studio, how we can use the variable entities. There are two type of variables, global and local. When we should use the global variable, when we should use the local variable, I will show the difference. And then you can make the enhance the Copilot Studio bot by using the workflow. You can use the agent workflow. You can use the Power Automate workflow. I will show those kind of automation. And then the module 5, we will cover the topics, the adaptive card. That means, let's say you make a one agent, and if you ask any question as a text, the agent will respond as a text, but sometimes it's really difficult to answering the question or to see the answer. So in that cases, we can use the good visual adaptive card. It will show the more organized response. So I will show how to use the adaptive card. Then in module 6, this is little bit topics when we should use the topics tools. All the topics I will cover in the module 6. Then the things will be more advanced. We will see how we can use the generative and generative AI within our Copilot Studio, when we should use what type of tools. Sometimes you need to make the autonomous agent that will trigger on the event driven. Sometimes you need to user question basis autonomous agent. I will show the difference. And then the multi-agent solution, maybe you have the multiple fees that you need to make for the multiple agent and one parent agent. When user will ask any question, the parent agent will identify, okay, this is the question, and the parent agent will pass the question to the specific specialized agent. So this is the multi-agent concept I will cover in the module 10. Then the agent tags within the Copilot Studio, it has two type of agent. One is the child agent and another is the connected agent. So I will show when you should use the child agent and when you should use the connected agent. And then in the module 13 and 14, we'll cover all the things in one place. I will show you how we can make the interapplication. So it's a very high level. So when I will show everything in the class, it will be more details. So I've already mentioned some of the high level topics on the website from the UFA website.
And it's not only just she's going to showing, you will have the lab. Microsoft gives you those lab activities. So we highly recommend you that each time after doing that and just that the lecture piece and seeing demo how what Sajeda is doing, you step back and she'll say, okay, you guys work on this, and then you will work as a team, shadow each other, and then do the labs. That's how you learn by doing. You saw that when she created the agent, she didn't write any code. So same thing will guide you how to still use those premium license and then do those labs. That way it's not theory, it's a hands-on. Okay, to build your confidence. At the end, I do want to thank everybody for staying and those who stayed late. That announcement I did not make earlier. Our goal, like we said, we are non-profit. We are not here just to break your bank. But I understand that even $100 might be some for somebody that you are going through some situation, financial situation. Yeah, that Sajida is going to be sharing a link for a scholarship. You can apply for it. Then we'll review it, and then if this is a legit case, you will get a scholarship. Okay?
That's a great idea.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, we said we are not, we would say, and this is also first time that we said we cannot offer this ever in the community at this price in future. Because this is Microsoft curriculum, they have their price. We said we just want to introduce in the community Copilot. And our goal that as you also take this course, you are going to get a confirmation that we have to showcase Microsoft. And some of you might be thinking the next route that, hey, you want to get a Copilot certification. We'll guide you, we'll help you to get there. So that way that those who's looking to get your career into AI and Copilot world, then you will have an opportunity also after going through 4 weeks that 90 days success plan will share with you. Out of 90 days success plan mean this 4 weeks, the 30 days, all the theory, basic knowledge. Next 30 days, you will be working on some of the community project, what we have. And the last 30 days, you'll be coming up with an ideas. It will give you some problem to solve it, working as a team. And then that those who's looking for job or looking for interview process will guide you the coaching mentoring the session. So that's 90 day success plan that we will be offering part of this program. Okay, any questions so far what I just shared?
Yeah, Mushi, just quickly, question not related to you, the link that was shared to register. I tried to register, but it's showing that it's showing my correct email, but the phone number, it's not verifying because that's a incorrect phone number. So I'm not able to register. I don't know why it's doing that.
I'm mentioning my email address. You can email me. Then I will sort out the problem.
Okay, Sajeda, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
We did. Oh, sorry.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Should we receive any document for today's class or as a course
Yes,
content?
you will receive. Will share that the recording what we went through today. You will get it, and you'll get also some of the information resources we said we'll share. You'll get it. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you everyone for staying. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time.
Jazakallah,
you,
brother
everyone, for
Mush.
Thank you very much.